Good morning, everybody. Hope all are in best of health. Today I am going to teach you the seventh lesson, The Ransom of Red Chief. It's a humorous story written by O. Henry, an American author. Before start about author, do you want to hear? Yes. O. Henry or William Sidney Porter was a celebrated American writer. He is known for his short stories and their characteristic wit, humor, and twist endings. His stories have been widely adapted for television and films. Henry's best known stories are The Last Leaf and The Gift of the Magi. Before starting this chapter, let me put you into a very tricky situation. Suppose you are out of your house, you are going to your friend's house or market, and then suddenly you realize that you have been kidnapped. They have taken you to an outer place. What would be your reaction, children? I hope probably you will be scared and terrified. But in this story, I am going to introduce you a small boy who did not get scared, rather, he enjoyed with the people who have kidnapped him. So, let us start this lesson. The name of the chapter is The Ransom of Red Chief. Who is the author of this lesson, children? Yes, O. Henry. The chief is the name of the boy here in the chapter. Ransom is the money paid to free someone. Those who kidnap somebody, then the amount you pay to release that person is ransom. Suppose I kidnap a small boy, so I will call the boy's parents and ask them a particular sum of money. That money is called ransom. Right, children? Now let us start. The story has two main characters, including that a boy also is there in this story. First one is Sam and the second one is Bill Driscoll. These two are, you could say, a kind of friends. They are imagining a situation, and what is that situation? They want some money for their business. But what business, children? Land ownership, fake business. They had currently some money with them and they want more money to start their business. How much money they need more? $2,000. So Bill and Sam, they are discussing among each other about this matter in this way. Now we have $600 with us, but this is not enough. How do we get $2,000? If we go somewhere to work, all of a sudden we won't get $2,000. But there is a way out to which we can get $2,000. What was that way? To kidnap somebody. Now, whom do we kidnap? Children, they were talking like this. Both of them were living in Alabama. Where it is, children? Alabama. And there was a place, there was a small city called Summit in Alabama. So Sam told Bill that there is a place called Summit and it is a very small town. Bill, we can say very small town and people are very simple. There is no restriction. People are not curious to know what happens there. Means they are very lazy kind of people. So we can kidnap somebody from this town. This is Sam, he was telling to Bill in this way. Only then we can get $2,000. Now Sam and Bill thought that it is fine. We can kidnap somebody from there. But whom? There are so many people living there. Now Sam said, we will find somebody who is prominent and respectful person and rich man. Then we will kidnap his son. Then who is a respectful and prominent person here, children? Ebenezer Dorset. He was a very prominent person in that area. He had a small boy of 10 years old who had small brown marks on his body. and had got red hair. He called himself as a Red Chief because he is used to play games, you know, children, some fighting games, hide and seek games, etc. So Sam and Bill was planning to kidnap this boy, Red Chief. They thought such a small boy, what he will do when they kidnap him? We'll take him to our place and then ask money from his father. For this purpose, they found a cave in a mountain. This mountain was 2 miles away from Summit. They stored everything in that cave. Then they went in a hired small vehicle to Dorset's house. Near Dorset's house in the street, they found the boy playing with a kitten. They thought that the boy will be frightened, but the boy fought like an animal. Some way they put him in the vehicle. You can see the vehicle and came to the cave in the night. They thought he will be scared there, but within few days he returned them both. This boy had some large birds to tail feathers that he struck in his red hair. In this picture, here you can see that. He was having a stick in his hand. He was catching a stick. When Bill came near to him, he pointed that stick at him and asked, "Do you have courage to come into my camp? I am Red Chief, the terror of the plains." In this picture, you can see that. See, Bill, he was standing, is frightened. The boy told Bill that Bill is his captive, an Indian, and he will be killed at daybreak. Here, Indian means the native people of America. That means the low people. Boy gave new name to Bill. What is that, children? Old Hank. And he called Sam Snake Eye. He was not frightened, rather he enjoyed his time camping out of the cave. He was enjoying and he was not thinking that he was a captive. He told Sam that he would be burned at sunrise. Why? That time his soldiers will come back from war and then they will burn him. During the supper time, he was talking a lot. He told that first time I am coming out from my house. Now I am 10 years old. I hate to go to school. I need some more curry. My father has lot of money, etc., etc. He was telling during the supper time. Soon the kidnappers came to know how mischievous, how naughty the child was. His name was Johnny. What is his name? Johnny. Though he was captive, he never behaved like that. Night also, Bill and Sam were not able to sleep. Now and then, he will jump and shout. One day, Sam got up by hearing Bill scream. When he looked at that side, he saw the boy was sitting on Bill's chest and was about to hit him. Very difficult way, he dragged him away and helped Bill to lie down there. Bill was so frightened and never closed his eyes if the boy was with them. Sam was not frightened, but he also was not able to sleep properly. Children, see the next page. Now they understood that they won't get money from his parents. Nobody won't give money to get back this type of child. They were discussing about this among themselves. Then some wanted to know what was the reaction of the people after this kidnap. He went up the mountain and looked at that area. Children, what did he see in boy's village? People of that village were very calm and quiet. Nobody was running here and there. Nobody was searching for the kidnappers. After the breakfast, the boy went outside the cave, taking something in his hand that he was taken from his pocket. Bill and Sam were discussing about the money. Sam told Bill that they must send a message to his father in that they must demand $2,000 to get back his son. While they were discussing, they heard a war cry. They saw the boy was standing with a sling and he was swinging it. Sam suddenly moved away, but Bill could not. Suddenly, what happened? A big stone hit behind Bill's left ear. In this picture you can see. Children, just imagine what will be the condition of Bill. He fell in the fire across the frying pan of hot water. See, that you can see that a frying pan and this bill was about to fall. Sam rushed there and dragged him out, then poured cold water on his head for half an hour. He was so angry with this boy and Sam. See, you can see the pathetic condition of Bill in this picture. See, full red. Boy was not at all bothered about all these things. Then Sam told Bill that he was going to write a strict letter to this boy's father. Bill begged him to reduce the money. Anyway, he wanted to send that boy from there. Bill told him to ask $1,500. He was ready to give $500 to Sam. Who? Bill. Bill was ready to give money to Sam. Last, Sam agreed and they wrote letter to Ebenezer. You could see the letter here. What is written here? Letter was written in this way. Ebenezer Dorset, we have hidden your boy in a place far from Summit. It is useless for you or your detectives to try to find him. But you can have him on these terms. We demand $1,500 for his return. The money and the reply are to be left at midnight tonight at the same spot and in the same box described in this letter. If you agree, send your answer in writing by a single messenger at 8:30. If you report to the police or ignore our demands, you will never see your boy again. Two desperate men. Here it is written, the money he must keep in a box that he mentioned in the letter. If he is ready to pay, he has to give the reply. He should not inform the police. Now, Sam was ready to go. Then the boy came there and told Sam to play with him. Here Bill had to act as a horse. He wanted to go near the English people and warn them that these Indians are coming. By saying this, he jumped on Bill's back and told him to go fast. See that in this picture? See, every time he was irritating Bill. This boy was irritating Bill. In that pathetic condition, Bill told Sam to go and come fast. Sam went away very secretly, posted the letter and came back. But children, he didn't find them there. After half an hour searching, he found Bill coming out from the bushes. The boy was standing behind him, but Bill had no idea that the boy was there. Children, come to the next page. Bill told sadly to Sam that, sorry Sam for what I have done. I have sent the boy home. I had suffered a lot. He was not ready to go. I dragged him from here to there down the mountain. On the way he kicked me and bit me. But by God's help I was able to send him there. We won't get the ransom. Sorry Sam. Sam told him to look back. There he saw the boy. He was mad and sat there. To make him happy, Sam told his plan to him. Sure, they will get money. With that, they could go from there. Bill was happy. That night, the correct time, Sam reached the spot. In that box, there was one letter. With that letter, Sam came back and they read the letter. See the letter, children. Two desperate men. Gentlemen, I received your letter today. I think your demands are a little high and therefore give you another proposal which I believe you will accept. You bring Johnny home, pay me $250 in cash, and I agree to take him back. You had better come at night, for the neighbors believe he is lost, and I will not be responsible for what they might do to anyone whom they see bringing him back. Very respectfully, Ebenezer Dorset. Here it is written, they won't get that amount. Instead, they must give $250 if the man wanted to, if the man wanted to take back the child. That means the boy's father. His father knew that the boy was a terror and the kidnappers wouldn't be able to handle him. So he refused to give ransom. After reading the letter, Sam got angry, but Bill convinced him, saying that $250 was a genuine amount and it was a great deal to get rid of that child. It was midnight when Sam and Bill handed over the money and the boy to Mr. Dorset. The boy was so angry, started to howl like animal, and he clung to Bill's leg. Then his father pulled him to his side and held him tightly. Bill asked him how long could you hold him like that. His father told him that he won't be able to hold the child for more than 10 minutes. Sam and Bill ran away as fast as they could so that the boy could not catch them. Last part is the funniest situation in this story, children. In that dark night, they were running. Children, Bill was a fat man, not a good runner, and Sam was a thin man but a good runner. Even though Sam was a good runner, he was far behind of Bill. He could not catch up with Bill. Very late he joined with Bill. Children, how was the story? Did you enjoy? Write and study all the meanings. Okay, thank you, children.